Hello, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Iqbal Saputra. My origin is from Pati. My hobby is playing volleyball. I was born from a simple family. I start education from kindergarten 1 year, continued elementary school 5 years, junior high school 3 years, and thank God I can now go to university. Many of my friends did not continue their education from elementary school because they were busy helping their fathers. I feel sorry to see that, and many of my friends discontinued school because of lack of awareness of education, but mostly because of economic problems. In my opinion, education in Indonesia is still not very good because not all school met educational standard, and there are still many children in Indonesia who have not received and proper education and have dropped out of school. And in Indonesia, there is also the term bribe by value, and even a certificate can be purchased in Indonesia. In Indonesia, there are so many schools that are not suitable to be used as place of learning or to carry out the teaching and learning process due to the absence of assistance from the local government. The government in Indonesia also pays less attention to school in all corners of this country that we love. The condition of the school is very poor, where many children in Indonesia are less well off, but they have a high enthusiasm for learning. Because of economic problems which hamper their education, so that they are often distributed in the teaching and learning process because the place is not suitable and very disturbing. For example, a roof that leaks with when it rains or even flood, or government is not aware of the dire state of education in Indonesia. Whereas television broadcasts very often broadcast news about education in Indonesia, which is very worrying. Actually, the education budget in Indonesia is not small. However, this budget was not used properly for education. Many of budget are missed by the authorities only for personal gain. The education budget or called at money at corruption. It is quite out for the government to seem to have closed its eyes to incidents like this. All parties or the lower class feel aggrieved because of corruption. Corruption seriously tarnishes the moral aspect of education. This happens because of a lack moral education. If only our government were more assertive, no one would feel disadvantaged. Lack of aspect of religion education, moral and community life. Returning to the lower class of society, many children in Indonesia do not go to school because they do not have money. They spend their days making money which their parents should have done. They mostly earn money on the street, become street singers, beggars, and some even work and transport, which is usually a very heavy burden, a job that should be done by adults. It's very sad to know that they are still underage children who should receive lessons at school or play with their friends. Who should be responsible for all this? It's plain that the current government have ever seen something like this. What about the children's future, the future of nation, the views of other countries about this incident? Can the government set up a post for these children know how important and valuable education means? It doesn't have to be fancy and grand, but It makes them understand. I'm sure there are lots of volunteers of educational heroes who are always helping them. This is all also for the future of nation. My everything only explain the weakness of education in Indonesia, but that does not mean there are no advantage. Not a few children or Indonesian student makes Indonesia education proud through education. Whatever it is, many students in Indonesia have success in bringing up the name of education in Indonesia even abroad.